Baja Fresh. With more than 400 restaurants operating in 29 states, they are the leading restaurant chain in fast casual Mexican dining in the United States. And overseeing this $300 million business is one man.
I'm David Kim. I'm the CEO of Baja Fresh. Oh, we're not fast food, no. None of our products are processed. We use fresh ingredients every day. We make everything from scratch. And we're very proud of that, by the way. Hey, good morning. How are you? Taco King? That's what people call me. Taco King, an Asian face, try to put the thing together. I'm not sure if it fits well. A lot of people don't believe that I actually work out of a cubicle. You get to hear everything, and you can deal with problems right away, and you can make decisions right away. It's actually fun. I was born in South Korea, and I traveled the world because of my father's job. He was a diplomat. We skipped from countries to countries, year here, 2 years there. I was in Egypt, Bolivia, Brazil, Singapore. I would have no friends. It was tough. And we settled in the United States back 30 years ago. And I'm proud to be a citizen of the United States. When we first came to the United States, my father didn't have any money, and he took us to a swap meet. And we sold toys to make up for our living. That is where I made a very passionate decision that I will work very hard to make sure that my parents don't have to work anymore. I was in the retail video business, I was in the restaurant business, and about 5 years ago, my brother and I and a group of investors bought Baja Fresh. Hey, good morning, guys. How are you? Hey, David. I was thinking about, we grew so big as a company, and I think we should be reaching over almost 400 stores now. And we actually have an opportunity to go on this show called Undercover Boss.
You gotta be kidding. Really?
Wow. We really don't get to see a lot of the people out there. I like to go see what really goes on.
No, but I think it's a very good opportunity.
It's a good opportunity.
I think it's a great opportunity.
Yeah. Very exciting.
Oh, by the way, hey, this is my disguise. Check this out, guys. Check this out, right? How do I look? Do I look different?
You don't look like David.
I'm trying to be a punk rocker or something, but
Korean punk rocker.
David, when you can't roll a burrito, don't cry. And if the goatee catches on fire, you're on your own.
All right, okay. Yeah.
Good luck.
Yes, see you guys. I'm here to see Jose. My name is Ken.
Ken, how are you?
How are you?
Nice to meet you. First,
So what do you want to do afterwards?
have my own restaurant. This is what I do. This is what I like to do.
Jose sacrifices. He sacrifices for his family so that they and the next generation can have a better life. That's America. That's what makes this country so great. You always said during that day that you wanted to own your own business, didn't you?
Yeah, be phenomenal. It'd be fantastic.
I'm gonna make you one of our Baja Fresh franchisees. I'm gonna give you your very own franchise that's worth $50,000. This one situation where I was so desperate wanting to be in business, but I didn't have any money. So I was flipping through the LA Times, and in the business sales section, there was this one small ad that said, restaurant for sale. So I look at it, I pick up the phone, call the guy. He wanted, some money. And I said, I don't have any money, but let me come see you. And he gets this cold call, right? And I'm just like bugging him like 4 or 5 times, and he finally gives up and says, come on in. So I go see him. I go to look at the restaurant. The restaurant is very small. It's a small cafe, then downtown. I look at the guy and say, listen, let me run it for 6 months. And after 6 months, I'll split it with you. I'll keep 70, you keep 30. And that's how we will start this. And he actually bought it. I can't believe it. Now, what do I know about restaurants back then? You got to keep in mind, this is what I'm doing when I'm in high school. And I have been accused from my parents that, David, how come your grades are going down low? Are you selling drugs? I said, no, I'm not selling drugs, Dad. I'm busy doing business here. Oh, they were very concerned because I was the only Asian going to school and failing. You know, how many Asians do you see that's failing, right? I mean, it doesn't make sense. So I go and buy this restaurant, and I don't know how to run this restaurant. So I had this one friend who was working at a big restaurant company. So I said, Doug, can you please help me out? Because I have zero clue how to run a restaurant. So he said, not a problem. So he actually helped me out every day for 6 months and got the orders with the breads and the meats and all that. And we grew it pretty well, and I actually sold the business, sold it for $130,000, paid $30,000 to the guy, and then I kept the $100,000 because I renegotiated a little bit after 30%. So it turned out well. It was a great experience because it told me that in America, in this country, anything's possible. I never took any time off. So where's the core value? Not to say that my core value is right, but the issue here is, are both the people that work for you in your organization, are they all aligned to have the same core value? Because when the core values are all aligned, then you'll see a huge explosion. It's like a nuclear warhead going off. There is no stopping of that organization to grow and get big and be successful.
Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Mr. David Kim.
Common things that I find is that people's mindset are bankrupt. So it just tells me how powerful your mind is. The limitations is not about what the market has. The limitation is yourself, how you limit yourself to improve. Because why is America great? If we ourselves can change, then your lives will change for the positive. I talk about things like integrity, about hard work, about humility, dreaming big, giving, believing, having a passion for what you believe, taking a risk, taking responsibility. And these are common traits that I've seen that people take that have become very successful, not just in their workplace, but in their family lives and in their communities. That's where people will connect with your brand. You don't have to sell your brand. Once people believe in your cause, believe in what you do, you don't have to sell anything. How do we get them? How do we retain them? Do you know their names? Do you know their family names? Do you know what their children's names are? Because once you find balance in your life, you can start growing your companies. Because your employees that work for you, they see it. They don't tell you, but they feel it. Are your core values aligned with truth?
So I changed my attitude and I became the best in what I was doing at that moment. Well, hopefully, as ordinary people, we can do some extraordinary things with what has been given to us. You cannot give up. No matter what kind of hardship you're going through, and a lot of us are going through that right now. Changes are happening too quick. A lot of things are not going the way we want, but you can never give up on your core value and your dream and what it is that your purpose is in life to be.
What does it all mean for hiring? Are you looking for a job? Let's get the perspective from two leaders in two major industries, fast food and construction. Joining me now, the CEO of Baja Fresh and La Salsa, David Kim, and the owner of Dearborn Construction, Tito Munoz. It's great to have you both joining me in Clayman's Corner because you both bring...
Such as microwaves, freezers, and can openers are a must for a lot of restaurants out there. Our next guest has made it a point to ban them all from his restaurant, making sure that customers receive the freshest food possible, and the company lives up to its own name. David Kim is the CEO of Baja Fresh. Thank you for being here today, David.
Thank you, Shivani.
David, I have to tell you, I was so excited to hear that you were coming on the show today because I can tell you every time I go step into the...
Tonight on our Great American panel, he is an entrepreneur, former CEO of Baja Fresh, and the author of Ignite, the 12 Values That Fuel Billionaire Success. I was just going to ask you for this book, David, but you were nice enough to bring me one. I'm going to be a billionaire shortly after reading this, right?
Right.
I hope. David Kim, welcome. And when you extend a temporary tax cut, you know, they're trying to do a stimulus in the form of this, but when it's temporary, it doesn't remove any uncertainty from the economy, and therefore it doesn't really stimulate anything. Your thoughts?
Well, I'm all for people working hard to keep their money. It's not the government's money. It is, our money. But I'm all for making sure that any tax cuts are fine. But the problem is we have to control spending. And if we can cut on spending and instead of taxing in other areas, then we can solve this issue.